Last year, I compared the new Toyota Tacoma against the Ford Ranger. In that review, I didn't really like the new Tacoma mainly because of the horrible feeling 6-speed manual transmission. So, are things any better with the 8-speed hybrid automatic of this truck? And is this new Trailhunter trim just as good as my 2024 truck of the year, the Ford Ranger Raptor? Well, let's go for a drive and find out. Let's start off with the 8-speed automatic transmission. It is far better than the 6-speed manual. In case you haven't watched my video, well, what are you doing? Why didn't you watch it? But long story short, I didn't like that 6-speed manual for a number of reasons, but the biggest one being the rev hang. Every time that you would push the clutch in, the engine's RPMs would hang for a good 2 to 3 seconds. Obviously, that's not the case with this 8-speed automatic. The shifts between gears are seamless. Now granted, if there are any rough shifts, they are hidden away by the electric motor from the hybrid powertrain. Response is okay whenever you mash your foot on the throttle pedal, and you can take over shifting control by switching the gear selector into the S mode to the left and then push it up or down to upshift or downshift. So overall, if you do get the Toyota Tacoma, get it with the 8-speed automatic. I know my perception of this transmission is a little bit skewed by the hybrid powertrain, but it is much better than that 6-speed manual. What about the rest of the truck? Well, under the hood is a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, which is aided by an electric motor from the hybrid powertrain. Combined total output is 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. Of course, the turbocharger provides low-end grunt and the electric motor provides instant torque. So at lower RPMs, this engine doesn't feel like it's struggling at all. This isn't the best sounding engine when it comes to the exhaust noise, but because this particular truck has a snorkel on it, you can hear the turbocharger sucking in air and the blow-off valve going off. As for the hybrid component of this powertrain, well, this isn't meant to be an efficiency type of hybrid system. It's meant to be a power hybrid system. So although the engine does turn off in certain situations and it lets you drive just on electricity, this usually only happens when you're in a parking lot or just maintaining a speed on city streets, like around 50 kilometers an hour or so. I think that's 35 miles an hour. At higher speeds, I rarely ever see the engine turning off and just the electric motor taking over. As for the fuel economy, this truck is rated for some really good numbers. 10.5 liters per 100 kilometers in a city and 9.9 liters per 100 kilometers on a highway. Unfortunately, in the real world, I don't think it's possible to get anywhere near those type of numbers. Currently, I'm averaging 13.3 liters per 100 kilometers, and that's with mostly highway driving. So I have no idea how Toyota managed to get such good rated fuel economy numbers, when in the real world, I don't think it's possible. The Tacoma Trailhunter drives like just about every other mid-sized truck on sale today. It has direct but slow steering, and it takes some movement of the steering wheel to maneuver the truck through parking lots. This Trailhunter trim is equipped with Old Man EMU shock absorbers, yes, they really are called that, and they provide a good amount of body resistance through corners. Just like many other trucks, the Tacoma Hybrid has Eco, Normal, and Sport drive modes. It comes with a locking rear differential and crawl control with multi-terrain select. There's also a disconnecting front sway bar for better wheel articulation when driving off the beaten path. The Trailhunter trim also gets 33-inch tires to tackle off-road trails, but this demo truck came equipped with winter tires instead as I drove it in late December. As for the bed, here in Canada this trim is only available with the 6-foot option. In the United States, you can opt for the shorter bed as well with this off-road trim. It has a tow rating of just under 6,000 pounds and a payload rating of 1,425 pounds. The tailgate is power operated and has buttons on either side for opening or closing. The Trailhunter trim also comes equipped with an onboard air pump and an air hose that is located inside a compartment on the other side of the bed. The Toyota Tacoma Trailhunter's ride is a little bit on the stiff side when compared to the ride of the Ford Ranger Raptor. As I mentioned earlier, the suspension resists body roll very well, but it's a bit more jiggly over bumps on paved roads. The front seats, however, are supportive and comfortable for my body type. These seats have 8-way adjustments including lumbar support for both the driver and passenger. The seating position is improved on this new generation Tacoma compared to the previous one. In this one, it doesn't feel like as though you're sitting on the floor. The floor though is still a little bit high for shorter individuals, and unfortunately this Trailhunter trim comes equipped with rock rails rather than side steps. Additionally, the steering wheel is tilt and telescopic now. The rear seats of the Toyota Tacoma are still tight though. For my above average height of 6'4", it's very tight back there. Furthermore, the hybrid battery takes up the storage space that is normally found underneath the seats of the non-hybrid models of the Tacoma. The design of the interior is improved a bit, as are the materials when compared to the mid-level TRD Sport trim that I previously reviewed last year. There's more Softex material in the cab, but overall there still are a lot of hard plastics, and it doesn't look like an interior befitting to a truck that is as expensive as this Trailhunter. Now let's talk costs. If you want the Toyota Tacoma with the hybrid powertrain, it starts at $63,390 Canadian. If you want one that is fully loaded with the Trailhunter package like how this one is equipped, then it'll cost you just under $83,000 Canadian. And those prices are without any dealership fees, markups, or taxes. So this Tacoma is not a cheap truck. The Toyota Tacoma Trailhunter Hybrid is equipped like many other top-spec mid-sized trucks. It has heated and ventilated front seats along with a heated steering wheel, dual-zone automatic climate control, power sunroof, 12.3-inch digital driver display and a 14-inch infotainment touchscreen, a wireless phone charging pad, a head-up display, a rear camera mirror, surround view cameras with multiple angles to choose from when you're off-roading, and an 8-speaker JBL audio system. On the outside, the Trailhunter is a head turner, particularly among other Tacoma owners. It has flared arches, a roof rack, LED light bar in the front, LED lights flooding the area around the bed, and plenty of steel skid plates to protect the underbody of the truck. Getting back to the questions that I posed at the start of the video, yes, the 8-speed automatic is a far superior transmission to the 6-speed manual, and I can't figure out why Toyota made the manual transmission such a horrible driving experience. As for the second question, this Trailhunter is an impressive truck, but the Ford Ranger Raptor is a more exciting truck. It sounds better, it has a more supple ride both on-road and off-road, and it costs less. In the meantime, if you would like to know more about this Toyota Tacoma Trailhunter, I have a more detailed written review of it over on my website. You can find that link in the video description or click on the pop-up banner right up there. And as always, I will see you in the next car, truck, or most likely an SUV. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.